Hi, Jillian.
Hey, Judge, how are you? May we approach for a plea? This is on Joshua Jones.
Hey.
Judge, he has been on supervision for a very long time. He's been compliant while on bond. He's sat in jail for several weeks, a couple weeks? He's been monitored. He's
Actions
had a
have consequences.
curfew.
He's got 2 open DWIs. Would I?
Have a suspended driver's license. He'll have 2 DWI convictions. The next one will be a felony. I think it's an appropriate resolution, Judge. He's been gainfully employed throughout this entire course of time.
What I was thinking is perhaps like a TRAS to see if he really needs sober court, This is just a basic slap on the wrist. Yeah, you'll have 2 DWIs on your record, but a slap on the wrist, people will go wrap their cars around a pole the next week.
Here's where the judge starts digging deeper. This isn't just about punishment, it's about accountability. Too often, repeat offenders get light sentences and walk out unchanged. The judge isn't buying either, wants to know why this keeps happening. What's the real issue behind the drinking?
I've seen it all too much. My concern is on a slap on the wrist, have we really addressed the issue that needs what's going on as to why it continues to happen?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
No, we haven't. The idea is, and I'm being Mr. Jones, when you take the easy way out, or when you take a half-ass approach to something in life, you get a half-ass result, whereas when you do something meaningful, maybe you'll get a better result. If therapy, we do a TRAS and he does something like knocks their Aunt Connie's socks off, perhaps it's only on 1 as opposed to 2. This now, even the faintest smell of alcohol, you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary for the rest of your life. Don't matter where you go, don't matter what you're doing, don't matter what the circumstances are, you're looking at a 3rd-degree felony next time. And the problem is, have we really addressed the issue? Nope. Yes, prior pen trip too. Next time could be a 15 to life. For the faintest smell of alcohol.
Have a previous TBC.
25 years ago.
Don't matter.
So that means if you get a felony, if you get another DWI, it's automatically a felony, like we talked about. And then it would be enhanced.
Something that happened 25 years ago to now, I feel like you understand and you know a person.
Well, that's not what he's saying. He's saying he's trying to describe what you would be initially charged with if you were to get another DWI. That's what would be the charge. That's what would be the consequences in the next circumstance. If it were to happen, which it's not, if that were to happen, that would be what you would be facing. That's all he's saying.
I totally understand it.
It's putting yourself in a pretty tight.
I'm putting myself in anything. I know exactly what happened, just like I know what happened 25 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I've changed my whole life because of it. Just like you said, I've been employed with the same company for 13 years, 14 years since I've been home.
Mr. Jones.
His GPS, he's working from sun up to sundown. I think that's what's keeping him out of,
This line right here powerful. You don't get rewarded for following the law. That's the essence of justice. The judge is reminding everyone that doing the bare minimum doesn't earn praise, it just keeps you free. It's a wake-up call for anyone coasting through probation thinking they've made it.
I think that's helpful, and I think he's been doing good all these months.
I agree. You have been. But you don't get rewarded for following the law. We don't pat you on the back for following the law. The reward is you don't go to jail. But you have 2 open DWIs. You've got some history. The law never forgets. Ever. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years old. It doesn't matter if it's 20 years old. The problem is, in life, you never know what's going to happen that's going to throw you into a loop and going to cause you to do something that you wouldn't normally do. The problem is when you do, if you do, the law doesn't forget. So if you go out and have just a half a glass of wine and you get pulled over, what do you think's going to happen? What I'm trying to tell you is it could be a very, very lengthy prison sentence. And on a 15 to life case, the offers start at 10. That's my fear. Perhaps we could do something more worthwhile. I mean,
Because as far as the consequences of another DWI, if he were to be on probation, it'd still be a conviction. So they wouldn't change his consequences.
but if we do significant, like a TRAS, significant, like sober court-ish, and just on one, as opposed to two. What do you think of that versus this?
I can discuss it with him. We've kind of discussed it already, but we can discuss it again.
Even on one? I don't know if they'd be amenable to it, but
I can have a chat with them and my client.
Mr. Jones, I think this is a setup for failure, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening. The idea is to get to the root, get to the cause, figure out what's going on so we can deal with it. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself, right?
Exactly.
At some point, something, and this is a setup for failure. I'm being honest. It is. Just see if he's amenable and go from there.
Just may we be approached? Mr. Jones would like to say a few words on his own behalf, if that's okay with the court.
Sure.
Mr. Jones?
We never did a TRAS in this case.
Let the judge know why you should be able to move forward with this plea. He's listening. What, like you told me outside?
Right.
Yes.
Judge Fletcher, I totally understand like what you said as far as dealing in regards to the overall outcome of the case in which you feel in the future you would like to move on. I understand exactly what I've done. I'm accountability of that, accept that.
What was a turning point for you that you told me about? The last time you got arrested.
Something that I never wanted to put myself, like I
You
said,
said Judge Fletcher's words made you self-evaluate.
yeah.
Tell them that part.
It made me self-evaluate the outcome of what I want to do as far as with my life, not be
What have you done differently?
whatever I've done
What have
differently.
you done differently? Nothing. You've done absolutely nothing except just work. You've done nothing. So
Judge John, he expressed to me outside, I think he's just a little nervous. We talked about saying this to you directly. He expressed to me outside that the last time he got arrested and you said your words to him, he really went in the back. And when he was in custody that time, he really thought about like how he got here and what he needs to do moving forward. He reflected on his mother and when she passed and how when that time period came, he probably didn't grieve properly. And that's kind of how he started
and
drinking.
that's exactly my point.
But Judge, moving forward, I do agree, therapy is absolutely wonderful, but he has been going to AA or NA, and he does still go. And so he has taken those steps since that, and he is on that path now. And with working a job and going to NA and dealing with his grief appropriately with the support of his family, with the support of his children, and having the pride and ability to provide for them has really put him in a good place. And these are not my words. This is exactly what he said to me outside when he wasn't nervous. I just really wanted you to hear it. And so I'm literally just articulating exactly what he
So
just
he's
told
in
me.
a PTI program. Did they kick him out because of the DWI, or they kicked him out prior to?
That's why they removed him.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and we'll go from there. But I want a complete full panel. I want to know everything, and we'll see.
And that's the turning point. The judge isn't just talking to this one man's talking to everyone who hides their pain behind alcohol or bad choices. Life will hit you again. It's not a question of if, but when. The real test is how you'll respond next time. Will you copier crash?
But I have a problem when we just give another proverbial slap on the wrist and just throw him out to the wolves with now 2 DWIs and with a prior pen trip. It's a recipe for disaster. And the problem is that, yeah, you're grieving over your mom, you do this, but at the end of the day, you've done nothing to address any potential issues that there may be, so that whenever there is another catastrophic event in your life, because there's going to be, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and it's going to happen. How are you going to cope with it? Are you going to do something? Are you going to go hit the bottle? Are you going to go hit something else even more hard? And then you're going to get in the car, you're going to kill someone? The idea is that you learn from these mistakes. You telling me that you've learned something is no. Everybody tells me there's little bunnies jumping in the woods. That's what everybody says because they're here now. What have you truly done to address the issue? That's what I want to know. And before we go forward on anything else, if I'm going to accept this, I want to send you for a drug and alcohol test now. Okay?
Okay, we'll do.
All right. Thanks.